Hi, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Legacy Real Estate Services with your real estate market update for April 2021. On today, it is May the 14th, and obviously we're looking at past data and hopefully future sales. We'll be right back with your report. All right, so I'm back with the report, and today's May 14th, 2021, and we're a little bit delayed in getting the report out because we made some changes to it, which I hope you're going to like. So here we are. We're going to start off with our resale home report, and what the biggest change is the way that I'm going to present the data to you. So what you can see on this slide right here is that we've got 18 months worth of data so that you can see the trend in what's been happening with our inventory and our supply and demand, that being supply, and then with our demand line, that being the sales. Now what you can see is back in October of 2019 where the supply was, and we were just above 1,500 homes for sale at that point. And then over the 18 months that have transpired since then, today we're down to about 600 and something sales. But the interesting thing to note is that our demand line hasn't changed dramatically. If anything, it's up about 10% over where it was about 18 months ago. The big difference is where we had that supply at over 1,500 homes in the resale market in October of 2019, and then coming over here to April 2021, we just got above 600. So the demand is not that much greater. The supply went down. Now realize that this is where the pandemic hit. March of 2020 is where the pandemic hit, and we saw the results of it in April of 2020 by not having the homes on the market for sale. Then May of 2020 is where we had the interest rates drop, and we'll show you the interest rate trend in just a couple of minutes. But the demand line has pretty much stayed stable all across to the point where in April of 2021, we had 618 properties sold, and we only had 635 that were available. So we're hoping that this graph shows you more of what the reality of the market is. The biggest issue is supply. So if you've got a home that you wish to sell, it'd be a great time to get on the market right now because you've got decent demand, pretty stable, but not enough supply, and that's what's driving the prices up. Now, next slide we've got is the months of inventory. So you can see back over here in October of 2019, we had a little over 3 months, 3.03, and then we've steadily dropped to where now we've got 1.6 months of inventory. What does that mean? That means that if nobody else puts their home on the market, we'll run out of inventory in about 30 days. That's what it literally means. So again, we need that supply, we need the listings to put on the market so that the buyers can have more choices. This is what's driving the prices up in our marketplace. Price per square foot, we've seen a change where 18 months ago we were at $89.66 on the square foot price, and then today we're sitting at $110.27. That's a huge increase when you're looking at an inflation rate. $20 a square foot in that 18-month period of time. Now, we've seen a lot of talk in the news lately about inflation, where the month of April had a 4% inflation rate. Folks, prices are going up, and it's because of this pandemic that we've been stuck in, and we need to get the economy back on track. One way to do that is if you got to move in your future, the challenge is putting the house on the market today, and where do you go? And how much do you pay for that product over there? And I think that's why a lot of people are staying in place. But the price per square foot, you're definitely paying more today. And this is what the average size of those homes has done. So we've got this trend line showing you that back over here, it was at 1,877 square feet in October of 2019. And today, it's only at 1,945. That's not a huge increase. You're not getting more house for the money, you're just paying more for that same home on the resale side. And the interest rate, 18 months ago, we were sitting at 3.81% for a 30-year mortgage, and then we're at 3.12 average. Although yesterday I even heard that they're going back down below 2. That's going to drive this market even further to shortages of inventory. Here in El Paso, we've got about a month. Other markets here in Texas, we've got less than 4 days of inventory. Could you imagine competing in that? I know some of you are competing in that. Now, on to our new homes report. This is our pending, available, and sold. So this is our pending, the available line, and you can see that that's been fairly flat as well. The big difference is that 18 months ago, when we were looking at having the number was 1,229 homes available in our multiple listing service. That's over here in October of 2019, and today we're at 789. The big difference is over there, I was saying there was probably about half that number that were actually move-in ready. Today, we're pretty much at 0 move-in ready. So these 789 homes, you're going to have to wait to get into those. But again, the demand line, the sales line, overall, it's pretty flat. We don't have a huge increase in the demand. So pending sales, 225 in October of 2019, 158 sales that month. Pending sales, 267 versus 230 homes sold in April of 2021. Demand, pretty much flat. Supply, that's the big difference. And while this doesn't show the full picture of the supply line, you can still see that downward trend. The big missing picture is what's really available in the marketplace. Months of inventory, back there, 6.43, and I was saying cut that in half because about half the homes were available. They were probably move-in ready or within 30 days because you could close a loan on them. And today we're at 3.23 months of inventory, and I'll bet that number, they're really not even available because the builders don't have the inventory that you could walk into today and close on it in 30 days because it's just not available. Price per square foot. So what you're seeing here is that back in October, we were at $114.63 a square foot, and now we've gone up to $122. That's not a huge increase when you're talking about the overall picture. As we get forward into the months ahead, we're going to see that change dramatically because of the increase in lumber prices, the shortages of shingles, the shortages of paint, the shortages of appliances, and the biggest shortage that we have to deal with is the workforce, where people aren't going back to work to do the building of those new homes out there, and quite frankly, anywhere else as well. If you've been to a restaurant lately, you've probably had a longer seating than normal, or what you might have remembered a year ago, if you could get into a restaurant a year ago, because of the shortage in the workplace. People need to get off of unemployment, get back to work, and then our economy will start to roll back through again. Now, what did you get for the money? Well, 18 months ago, you were getting 1,892 square feet. Today, you're getting about 1,971. About 100 square feet more. That does account for some of the increase in price, but that price per square foot has been pretty much stable. That's not a huge increase when we look at it. Interest rate, same thing. We saw it before. And then we get on to, is that the last slide we've got? Okay, so that's the last slide we've got. So overall, the market appears to be pretty stable from the from the demand side, but the supply is the biggest issue that we have. So if you've got questions about how we can assist you in making sure that you get your home sold, or if you're a buyer looking in the marketplace, we can help you structure offers to be able to be looked at favorably by a seller who's probably getting multiple offers. And that's happening in multiple price ranges where people are getting multiple offers on their homes, and we'd love to assist either one of you. And if you're not in a position to sell right now, but you've got to move somewhere else, maybe you don't have enough equity in your home, give us a call. We'd love to visit with you about how we can assist you in an incubation period through management and help you in the future when the time comes to sell. You can reach me at 915-588-1850 or online, patrick@patricktuttle.com. Post comments here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever it is that you might be seeing this. And if we can be of service to you, we'd love to do so. For now, thanks for watching. God bless you, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.